Welcome folks here to a night matchup between four Fairfield Stags and Merrimack. This year the Fairfield Stags are 6-9 overall and 4-0 in conference play, tied for first in the MAC, Niagara. Overall, Merrimack is 2-13 on the year and 1-3 in MAC play. These are these teams' first time ever playing each other. Merrimack is just welcome to the MAC over the summer, and this is their first season in it. And it'll be a rude awakening facing the Fairfield Stags. The Stags are coached by head coach Nancy Samara, assistant coach Brendan McGorn, and graduate assistant Stephanie Stone. In conference play, Fairfield has beat Iona, Manhattan, Sacred Heart, and Quinnipiac. In MAC play for Merrimack, they have lost to Ryder, Quinnipiac, and Sacred Heart, but they have beaten St. Peter's for their lone MAC win. That will go away as the national anthem begins. As we get underway, I will address Merrimack's starting lineup. At outside, they have number 1 freshman Aubrey Baker. One of their middles, number 3 sophomore Lisa Kowalski. Their setter, number 5 sophomore Sophia Devonis. At Oppo, they have number 9 freshman Avery Brown. As outside hitter and defensive specialist, they have McKenna Chava and also a freshman. At middle, they have Morgan Thurlow, number 18 sophomore, and wearing the royal jersey for them is Lauren Masucci, number 19 senior. So as we get underway, we are Community Ross Stags starting lineup. At Oppo, we have number 1 Manny Kubali. Starting setter for the day is number 7 Abby James. One of the outsides for Fairfield will be Michaela Hout, number 9. Middle blocker for Fairfield, number 12, Maya Walker. Outside middle, number 13, Allie Elliott. Other middle blocker, number 23, Emma Barrington. Wearing the libero jersey for us. The libero jersey will be Noel Perry today. Usually we have star-studded libero caliber. Usually we have Halliburton in. But seeing as though Fairfield might roll over Merrimack today, they might as well get Noel Perry some touches in there. In these teams' last matchups, both of them did play yesterday. Merrimack fell at the hands of Sacred Heart to a 3-0 loss. Fairfield yesterday was on the opposite end of the spectrum, and they 3-0'd Quinnipiac here at home. They look to keep the home stand and the MAC undefeated streak going. As both teams set up, Heritage is in the back row right now with Walker in the front. Noel Curry will be going in from the Heritage. With Merrimack just joining the MAC over the summer, there's no tougher test than facing the reigning champs of the MAC at their home court, too. As the R2 is now going over lineups, checking if everyone's in the right spots, it seems that Merrimack will have the first serve. And as we're getting underway, looks like the setter number 5, Sofia Dubanis, will be the first server. As the R1 blows his whistle, we're about to be underway. Float serve from Dubanis, dug up by Hout. Jandro sets middle to Grubali. Lefty Sam dug up by the setter. Libero bumps it outside. Hit over the net. Jandro digs it up. Carey sets outside to Grubali. He's the opposite. Grubali hits it out. And it'll be 1-0 Merrimack. Dubanis will still have the serve. They're up 1-0. Float dug up by Elliott. Jandro sets outside to Hout. She tips it. She tips it off the block and goes out. And that'll be first Fairfield. Really great instinctual play there. That ball was tight to the net. She used the blocker's hands to her advantage. As Hout serves it, and that floats out of bounds. That'll be a service error for Hout, and it'll be 2-1 Merrimack. Serving now is number 10 freshman McKenna Shotwell. Dug up by Hout. Jandro sets Oppo to Grubali. And Matucci Libero could not handle it, and that will be a kill from Grubali, an assist from Jandro. Now serving is Libero Noel Carey. 2-2 is the score. That ball is dug up. Set opposite. Dug out of the ground by Jandro. Noel Carey bump set outside to Elliott. Elliott hits it off the block, dug up. Jandro opposite. Grubali just rolls it over in no man's land, dug up by the middle. It'll be a 10-ball attack. Blocked by Baratic. Sets up to the outside. Blocked by Baratic again. He tries to dump it over. Great dump over by the setter, number 5, Sofia Dubanis. A lot of time in volleyball when there's back and forth play, players get out of system and not in their normal spots. It's usually advantage. She just dumped that ball over on the second hit. Serving is number 3, Marissa Kowalski. Noel Carey digs it up. Jandro sets outside to Elliott. And that ball just goes out. 4-2 is the score. Still serving is Kobelski. Kobelski with the float. Dug up by Carey. Granger sets middle. Baratic with the slam. Now we have substitutions. We have setter Blakely Montgomery coming in for Mamie Cavalli and Jana Schlageter going in for Abby Jandro. Montgomery with the serve. That'll be a service error into the net for Blakely Montgomery. Now we have an opposite substitution. We have setter Lily Conrad going in. She'll be serving right now. And number 14, Hannah Weber going in. Conrad with the serve. Carey digs it up. Backslide to Baratic. Really great backslide step from Montgomery to Baratic. That goes off the block and out of bounds. Point Fairfield. Now we have number 12, Ella Maldonado, going in for some serve receive. Serve from Ella, dug up, set by Conrad outside. It's a roll shot, dug up by Hout. Bump set from Montgomery. Schlageter off the block. That's going to be a bump set from Libero to the oppo. Blocked by Baratic. It's going to be a 10-ball attack now. Off the white tape, dug up by Montgomery. Bump set from Carey. Schlager with the slam, and that ball is in. Schlager from the opposite hitter. She went line there. No man's land, no touch on the ball. Straight hardwood, and now Allie Elliott will be serving. 5-5 is the score. That one's dug up. Set outside. That one set was a little offline, and that ball was slammed out of bounds. Great call by the libero Noel Carey, as that ball was almost in, but it'll be point Fairfield. Allie Elliott still with the serve here, 6-5. Ball's dug up, set middle by Conrad. That ball's dug up by Montgomery. Noel Carey sets the opposite. Schlager with the spike. And as a roll shot that lands on the opposite line, really great control there. Usually when the setter gets the first ball, the libero usually bump sets, but Carey used her hands there for a great opposite set, and Schlager had a great roll shot. And Allie Elliott will be serving. That was off the white tape and will land for an 8. 8-5 is the score. And that is a 5-point swing from the Stags right there. Elliott with the float. Dug up by the libero. Conrad bump sets outside. That one's roll shot. Dug up by Carey. That's at the net on our side. Ball dug up by Elliott. Set middle to Baratic. And that is a slam. They're calling it out. That ball is really close. A lot of back and forth play. A lot of net activity. As now number 1, Aubrey Baker, will be serving. That ball's dug up by Carey. Back set. Schlager tips it over. That ball's dug up. It's going to be a 10-ball attack here. That ball is out. Hitting error from Aubrey Baker, the one who served. Tried to do a 10-ball attack, but that one went a little ways outside. As Maya Walker now comes in. Front row. And Natalie Karn, defensive specialist, will be entered. That ball's dug up. It's bump set outside. That's on the net. And that'll be 4 hits there. A lot of confusion at the net there for Merrimack as Carlin will continue her serve. Carlin with the float. That ball's dug up. Set outside. That one's right off the block. Schlager. Little network dug up by Hout. Give me a middle set to Walker. Really great dig by the libero. Another block from Walker. She's all over the place. And the opposite tries to tip it out there. That'll be an error by Hannah Weber. That'll be a timeout there. Don't go anywhere, folks, for we will be right back. Welcome back, folks, here to Leo D. Mahoney Arena, where your Stags are leading 11-6 to Merrimack. Natalie Carlin with the flow serve. That one's dug up by Libero. They're in disarray. It's going to be put over easily by Baker. It's a free ball. Elliott bumps. It's going to be a slide to Jan Schlageter. Dug up by Libero. Conrad goes oppo. Weber gets blocked by Hout. That ball's up. That's going to be a free ball Fairfield. Set middle to Hout. That's a beautiful tip by Hout. Calvin man, Maya Walker ran a stack in the middle. Everyone thought I was going to Walker, went right to Hout, and she just tipped it over the block. 12-6 Fairfield. Carlin with the float. That ball's dug up. Conrad back set to Weber. Weber off Hout's block, and that'll be point Merrimack. As we have libero number 19, Lauren Matucci, coming in. With the float. And with the hands by Hout. Set from Montgomery to Weber, and that'll be a spike. As we have Jandro coming back in for Schlageter and Kubali coming back in for Montgomery. It'll be Jandro's serve. Stags are up 13-7. And that is a beautiful ace by Jandro. That float had a lot of movement. McKenna Shotwell thought she'd get under that, but that ball dipped right at the last moment. A lot of freak movement on that ball. As Jandro sets again, she goes back there. They tried to run a quick 32 to the middle, but that one is offline. It seems Conrad and Debonis were not on the same page there. Jandro still to serve. Set outside by Conrad, and that ball is out. It seems they're trying to attack McKenna Shotwell here on this serve receive. She's the one that Jandro aced, and they're just going to keep attacking her, it seems. Yep, right back to Shotwell. That one's an overpass. Handled by Carey, set outside to Hout. Hout with a beautiful tip in the back corner over the setter in no man's land. And it seems we'll have Svenja Rodenbusch coming in for Michaela Hout. Jandro still to serve. They're looking to push here. See if she goes back to Shotwell. That'll be a service error over the head of Aubrey Baker. We have a substitution. Debonis coming in for Hannah Weber. She will have the serve. She is their defensive specialist. Actually, she is their setter. They're going 6-2. That one's dug up, sit outside by Jandro. And right as Rodenbusch comes in, she gets the kill. That's what you gotta love about this Fairfield roster. You can tell by the size of the benches. Merrimack only has 4. Fairfield has at least 13 on the bench, and everyone can play over there. And with that, Rodenbush will have the serve, 18-8 to score. And she will. That float gave Aubrey Baker a lot of trouble. That went over towards the bench. And then another miss hit. Fairfield's point. They're up 19-8, and Merrimack will call another timeout. Don't go anywhere close for your Stags are looking to take set one. Welcome back to Leo D. Mahoney Arena, where your Fairfield Stags are up 19-8 against Merrimack. Rodenbush will still have the serve. It seems as if there might be a little jewelry dispute or maybe a cut on the hand of the libero Ella Maldonado. Looks like they're just cleaning off the hand. There might be some blood or something on it. And it seems we'll have a substitution on the Fairfield side, seeing they're up a good amount. Number 8, Caitlin Cook, will be coming in for Ali Elliott. Cook is a freshman here at Fairfield. Rodenbush will have the serve here. Float serve short, and that is an ace. That falls right in front of Aubrey Baker, right on the 10-foot line. That is a very difficult float to pick up. Stags look to push 5 here as they're up 20-8. Rodenbush with the serve. It's a great float. Set outside. That one's offline. Hits off the top tape. Dug up. The Stags cannot get the ball over. That set was offline to Shotwell. She somehow hit it. She used the thumb down method. That one graced off the white tape and had trouble for the Stags. And with that, Shotwell will have the serve. Dug up by Carey. Set middle by Jandro. Maya Walker with the tip. Dug up at libero. It's going to be a roll shot from the outside. And it's a monster block from Kubali, but they dig it up. It's going to be a free ball Fairfield. Jandro takes it. Bump set from Carey to Kubali with the left. And that was a great hit. Went off the block of Marissa Kobelski, and that landed right behind her. As Emma Baratich will now be entering the front row. Natalie Carlin comes out. Noelle Carey, the libero, will have to serve right now. Carey with the float. Handled by Shotwell. It's a back set. And that went right in between the block of Cook and Baratich. Serving is Marissa Kobelski. She has hands right now. And that one is a service error right into the net. And we'll have our setters an opposite switch right now. We have Montgomery going in for Kubali and Schlagerter going in for Jandro. It's a float from Montgomery, handled by Shotwell. It's a quick middle set, but that one was into the middle of the plane, and Schlagerter took that back over. And that'll be a block for Schlagerter. Montgomery with the serve. And that's having trouble for the libero. It's going to be a free ball over in disarray. They're going to have to reset. Bumped by Carey, set by Montgomery, and slammed by Baratic. Really great sequence there. Off the Montgomery serve, number 12, the libero. Ella Maldonado had trouble in the shot well, had to free it over, and that was a quick 1-2-3 from the Stags. Match point serve. That'll be a kill from Morgan Thurlow. Quick 1-2-3 for them there to back up. And with that, Lily Conrad will be serving, the other setter in the 6-2. Rodenbush gets it up. Looks like it's going to be a free ball over. Put over by Schlageter. It's going to be an outside set. That one goes off the block of Baratic. Aubrey Baker with the kill. 13, Lily Conrad. Conrad will be serving. Handled by Rodenbush. Set by Montgomery. It's a slide to Baratic, and that one's just out. Conrad will still be serving. It's Fairfield's match point. Game point. Flow from Conrad. Dug up by Rodenbush. Set outside by Montgomery. Blocked. Cook got blocked. Set back to the middle. And that'll be a kill for Emma Baratic in the first set. Fairfield takes that one 25-13 as they lead 1-0 here. Don't go anywhere, folks, for set 2 will be right underway. Welcome back, folks. As set number 2 will be underway, and it'll be Fairfield serve. Jandro will be the server here. We got Noel Curry still playing libero, Ali Elliott in the back row, Sven Rodenbush up front with Kubali and Walker. That float serve is going to be an ace on the first point. It seems they've been attacking Aubrey Baker and McKenna Shotwell in the server seat. They both got ace at least twice today. Let's see if Jandro goes back. That one's high, set by Shotwell. It's going to be a roll shot from the outside, dug up by Elliott. Jandro has hands, goes outside to Rodenbush, and that is a line shot by Rodenbush. Cross court, beautifully played. Really great sequence there. Serve from Jandro. And that's been easy free ball. Carey sets it back. Kubali with the slam. That one's going to be put over off the block. Giving an opposite set, but that is too tight to the net for Avery Bryant. Kubali had a very nice slam, but that was a great block. Stagg still managed to get it up and over as Jandro will be serving 3-0. That one's passed from Baker. Giving an opposite hit from Shotwell, dug up by Jandro. Carey's going to bump set it to the opposite Kubali. Kubali's going to do a roll shot, dug up by Shotwell. It's going to be a dump over. She's done it once, and she'll do it again. When teams are out of system, players tend to either dive in or drift back. And as she did that, the setter, Sophia Dubanas, dumped it right on the 10-foot line for the first point of the match. And that'll be a service error from McKenna Shotwell. Stags are up 4-1, and Rodenbush will serve. With the float, dug up by the libero. Set opposite. It's going to be a... Tried to control that shot, but that one seemed to just drift away from her as that went at least 15 feet out of bounds. Rodenbush will still have to serve. Float. Again, they are still attacking Aubrey Baker. That'll be yet again another ace. As they're trying to manage it now, the libero Maldonado is drifting towards Baker, trying to give her a little more leeway. That one's dug up by Shotwell. Set outside to Baker. And that'll be a service. That'll be a hitting error as she goes right into the net. Baker really having a tough set here. There's really only two people now passing in the back row. It is Shotwell and Maldonado. They're trying to hide Baker. That one's dug up by Maldonado. Set to the middle. That one's off the block. Dug up by Kubali. Noel Curry's going to bump set to Ali Elliott outside. Ali Elliott. Maldonado digs it off Elliott's hit. Shotwell with the 10-foot attack. Dug up by Rodenbush. Jandro sets outside to Elliott. Elliott off the block. Dug up by Shotwell. He's doing a back set. Easily dug up by Rodenbush. Let's see where Jandro goes to the middle. Walker. That's off the block. Dug up by Shotwell. Another opposite hit. It seems as if Bryant, the opposite hitter there, was not ready for that ball. She really only got a quick 2-step approach. She was right on the mat. And as they go down 7-1, Merrimack will call another timeout. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks, here to Leo Demo Arena. I'm Colin Lynch with WVOF, Fairfield Sports Radio. As we're about to have a substitution for your Stags. Caitlin Cook will be coming in for Allie Elliott at outside. Svenja Rodenbush will still have the serve as he is 8-1. Stags up. Let's see if they try and pin it on Baker. They really only have two people in serve receive right now. Dug up by Maldonado. It's going to be a back set low. And that is a great attack from Marissa Kowalski at the opposite. Really great set by number 5, Debonis. She shot it all the way from outside to Oppo. It was really at a low flight. Serving will be Kowalski. As Rodenbush doesn't bat an eye, as that one's way over her head, and that'll be Stags' point. Now we have number 22, Harlan Weech, coming in for Maya Walker at middle. Noelle Carey will have to serve. Great float serve, dug up by Shotwell. And that is a crazy block right out the gate. Ryan tried to sneak that one oppo, but Caitlin Cook and Harlan Weech were all over it. That's a great way to impact your team right after subbing in. Carey with the float, dug up by Shotwell. It's going to be a middle set, off the block of Weech. Point for Merrimack. As we have some substitutions over on the right, on the other side. We have Melise Wallace coming in for Sophia Debonis. And Lily Conrad coming in for Kowalski. Oh, excuse me, Debonis. Conrad with the serve. That ball was dug up. 1-2-3. Caitlin Cook with a great tip over, almost pancaked by the libero. And now we have Montgomery coming in for Kubali. And Schlager coming in for Jandro. It'll be Montgomery's serve. 11-3 is the score. Passed up by Maldonado. Set outside, but hit out of bounds by Wallace. Passed up by Shotwell, back set from Conrad, and that one's off the block of Cook. Great hit there by Thurlow. Right off the block of Cook. She was by herself at the opposite side. As will be Amanda Gatler's serve. That's a good float, handled by Cook well. Back set from Montgomery Schlager off the block. Set outside to Shotwell. Montgomery with the dig. Noelle Carey could not get under enough. That'll be Queen's Merrimack. Amanda Gatley still serving. Dug up by Rodenbush. And that'll be an ace for Gately. As that one just went shot straight right off of Rodenbush's platform. Let's see if they go at her again. Handled by Rodenbush perfectly. Set to Weech. And that is a kill for Fairfield. Harlan Weech right off the block. That'll be Fairfield's point. Caitlin Cook will be serving now. That was dug up beautifully. Back set from Conrad. Dug up by Montgomery. Carey's going to set outside to Schlager. That one's also dug up by Gately. Conrad with the outside set to Shotwell. Dug up by Rodenbush. Montgomery middle set to Weech. And that is a kill. Harlan Weich with yet again another kill. Showing her impact right after coming into the game. Cook still serving here for your Stags. Beautifully served. Off the hands of Shotwell, and Merrimack cannot get it over. Really powerful float there, as it basically went through the hands of Shotwell, and they could not get it over in 3. Cook still serving. to Shotwell. That one's shot up. Gonna have to be dug by Libero. It's going outside to Shotwell again. Tips off the block. Schlager and Beach do not get it over. Serving now, number 19 libero, Lauren Matucci. That's dug up beautifully by Carey. Back set to Weech, off the block. They're going to have a play on this. Set outside by Conrad to Shotwell, off the block. Montgomery tips in. We cannot handle that. Will be point Merrimack. Matucci's still serving. The float handled by Carey. Sit outside by Montgomery to Rodenbush. That one's off the block, dug up by Conrad. Wallace hits off the block. Montgomery digs it up. Carey bumps that out opposite. Schlager hits it up. It's going to be an overpass right back to Fairfield. Montgomery sets middle. And that'll be a back row kill for Kaylin Cook as they thought he was going to spike it. She did a beautiful tip over, and that lands in no man's land for Stags point. As Natalie Carlin subs in and will be serving for the Stags. They're up 16-8. Great float serve. Had trouble with it. That's going to be a free ball for Fairfield. Let's see what they do with it. Handled by Carlin. Montgomery with the back set to Schlager. Schlager with the roll shot. And they Maldonado tried to get a pancake on it, but that was a great roll shot from Schlager. Everyone in the arena except for thought he was going to spike that. As there will be a timeout, Merrimack. 17-8 is the score. Welcome back, folks. We're here at Leo D. Mahoney Arena in York. Fairfield Stags are up 17-8 against Merrimack. Natalie Carlin with the serve. Dug up by Shotwell. Conrad sets outside to Shotwell. Dug up by Montgomery. It's going to be a bump set from Carlin to Rodenbush. That one's off the block and lands out. Really great bump set from Carlin. Great attack from Rodenbush. That one's been armed up to go off the block and out of bounds. Carlin will maintain the serve. Float from the left side. It's going to be short. Conrad back sets to Wallace. Wallace tips over. Carlin beams in, gets it up. Montgomery with the back set. Schlager gets it over. That's handled well. Conrad with the middle set. And that goes, they tried to run the 32 again to Kowalski. It goes over her. Shotwell, the outside, tried to bump it over. She did not have the angle, as it'll be point Fairfield. Carlin's float. That's Jimmy returned off a hit. Really crazy sequence. It looked like it was going to be an ace right away, but it was dug up by Wallace. 10-ball hit from Shotwell. Fairfield returned it, but it was the middle set to Walker, and she hit it out. But it seems as if it was off the block. Another bad set to Wallace. Carlin takes the free ball. Montgomery with the dump. And they cannot get it over. A little taste of their own medicine, they say. Merrimack has 2 dump kills, and Montgomery's like, why can't I do one? As they were out of system, Montgomery just poops it over right on the 10-foot line. No one could get a hand on it. Carlin still with the serve. That is a mean float to Shotwell. Set from Conrad. And that is a kill from Kobelski. That was really great sequence right there. 21-9 is the score. Sophia Debonis will be serving. Carlin gets it up. Schlager bump sets it to Rodenbush, but Kobelski with the solo block at the middle. Rodenbush was a little off net. She tried to just get a nice roll shot over, but Kobelski was all over it, as Debonis will still have the serve. That was dug up. Back set. Schlager off the block. Really great dig there by Cook. Right up to Montgomery. Great back set to Schlager off the block, hard point. As Jandro will be entering. Now we have number 16, Caroline Collins, coming in. Freshman right side for Fairfield. Jandro with the float, handled by Shotwell. Set Kobelski again. She's been all over this set here. As we have Aubrey Baker coming back in the game for number 11 and Amanda Gately. Shotwell will have the serve here. Handled by Rodenbush, bump set outside by Jandro. That one is hit out of bounds by Caroline Collins. It was a bump set, was pretty off net. Serve yet again from Shotwell. It's set up. Collins tips it over. We're in disarray. It's going to be a hit from Baker. Carlin's going to set opposite to Caroline Collins. That one's somehow hit over by Walker. Another outside set to Baker. And that goes off the top of the net, rolls all the way and out of bounds. Rodenbush will have the serve here. That's a mean float, handled well by Shotwell. And that's another kill from Kobelski. She's got kills at outside, the middle, and opposite now here for Merrimack, as she will be serving. The float, handled by Cook. Back set to Walker. That one is dug up by the setter. Shotwell will set outside to tip from Wallace. Jandro sets outside to Cook, off the block, dug up by Kobelski. Outside to Baker. And there's a monster block from Maya Walker. She was all over that one. As the Fairfield bench was a nice little celebration for her. Noelle Carey will have the serve, and Harlan White is back in. Noelle Carey with the short float to Baker. They've been attacking her all game, and they cannot get it over. That ball landed in front of the 10-foot line. Baker had to dive over it. She got it up, but they could not get it over in three, as Fairfield will take set 2, 25-13. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back. Welcome back, folks. We are here at Leo D. Mahoney Arena as the R2 is looking over the positioning for each team. Dogs are up 2-0 here. Both sets they took 25-13. Let's see if they roll over here in the third set. Merrimack will have the serve here. Sophia DeBonis will have the serve. Clean slate here. In the float. Handled by Rodenbush. Set by Montgomery to Walker. And that is a quick 1-2-3 kill. Great out of the gate. Bump set spike. One of the most satisfying plays in sports. That was beautiful. That was beautiful there. And now Rodenbush will have the serve here. Stags are up 1-0. With the float, right to Baker per usual. That's a great hit by Kowalski, but dug up beautifully by Rodenbush. It's an overpass. They go back to Kowalski. Dug up by Carey. Set middle to Walker again. That is another kill for Maya Walker. Really great play there all around from the Stags. Kowalski at the middle hit it right through the block, and somehow Rodenbush dug that one for an overpass. We got it over and then ended up in a Maya Walker kill. Rodenbush serves to Maldonado. Set opposite to Shotwell, and that is a solo block from Caitlin Cook. Really, really great there. That ball went straight down, no angle at all. It was just really great there by Cook. Normally Hout would be there, but they're giving Cook some playing time. Dug up by Shotwell. It's going to be set back to Shotwell outside off net. She rolls it off the block to Kabali. Dug up by Rodenbush. Set from Montgomery. And it is yet again another Maya Walker kill. 3 this set for her. She's just controlling the net game here in the opening stages. Rodenbush yet again with another serve. She floats it. Dug up by Maldonado. It's going to be bumped set to Shotwell. It's going to be another roll shot dug up by Carey. Montgomery got hands outside to Cook. That one's off the block and hits off Cook. Great play there by Avery Bryant, the opposite blocking Cook, as Shotwell will have the serve here. Dug up by Carey. Blakely with the back set. Maya Walker tips it over. It's dug out by Baker. It's a back set to Bryant. And she could not get that ball over as Harlan White is coming in for Maya Walker. In the front row, it will be Noelle Carey's serve. Let's see if she attacks Baker here. She goes the other way off the white tape. Shotwell hands it well. It's a middle set to Kowalski. Dug up by Montgomery. It's a net war. Harlan White gets it over. Give me set outside to Baker. It's a roll shot dug up by Rodenbush. Set by Montgomery. Another great tip by Cook. Right over the block. No one even dove for it as it was in no man's land. Point Fairfield as they're rolling here. Carey with the serve. Dug up by Maldonado. It's going to be set. Let's hit over. Dug up by Montgomery. It's going to be a Kubali slam. And that ball just misses the line. As Thurlow now enters the front row for Maldonado. Larissa Kobelski will be serving. Rodenbush gets it up. Back set from Montgomery to Kubali. It's a dump. It's going to be a roll shot from Baker, but it could not get over. Kubali's tip had everyone diving as they were in disarray and could not get the ball over. As Kobelski is now out, Maldonado is in. It'll be Jandro's serve here as she comes in for Kubali, and Schlageter comes in for Montgomery. As that ball was out of whack, Montgomery had to bump set it outside to Cook. But she had a bad angle. She could only get her left hand on it, and it goes off the pin, as that'll be a violation. As we have a new setter in now for Merrimack, number 13, Lily Conrad. And Melise Wallace has entered the front row, too. Served by Conrad. Picked up by Rodenbush. Backs up from Jandro to Harlan Weich. That one's dug up by Shotwell. Bump set from Conrad to Shotwell. It's a 10-foot attack. Gets it over. Dug up by Rodenbush. Set back side to Slager, and that'll be a kill. Cook to serving. Dug up by Shotwell. It's going to be a bump set from Maldonado outside to Baker. Opposite to Baker, and she cannot handle it. It's very tough sometimes hitting a bump set because the spin is going the other way of what you want to attack it at. Cook with the serve. Dug up by Maldonado. Conrad does a slide to Thurlow, and that one finds a seam right in between Kara and Cook. That was a great play by Merrimack there. Just Lauren Matucci comes in as the other libero. Aubrey Baker comes out, and Amanda Gately will be serving. Dug up by Rodenbush. Jandro back set to Schlager, and that is a kill for Schlager. That found room right in between Gately and Conrad. As we have Maya Walker now entering the front row for Noelle Carey. Natalie Carlin will be serving for Harlan Weich. Carlin with the serve. Dug up by Shotwell. Set from Conrad. It's blocked by Rodenbush, but no one can get hands on it as it lands on the Fairfield side. Thurlow comes out again. Maldonado comes out again. Natalie Marucci is in. And so is Marissa Kobelski in the front row. Serve from Matatucci, handled by Rodenbush. Jandro, 31 to Maya Walker, dug up by Matatucci. Set from Conrad, and that one's hit right into the net by Shotwell. As we have Blakely Montgomery coming in for Janice Schlager, and Mamie Kubali coming in for Abby Jandro. Montgomery with the serve. Set up by Gately, back row, had a bump set Maldonado. Wallace gets it over, dug up by Cook. Blakely with the back set. And Kubali hits it through the block and into the ground. It'll be Fairfield's point. (11 to 5 is the score. Montgomery with the serve. Dug up by Gately. Conrad with the set to Kobelski. That one's off the block of Rodenbush and over. Shotwell with the roll shot. Dug up by Cook. Blakely Montgomery with the outside set. And that is a kill for Svenja Rodenbush. And Gately could not get under it enough. 13 to 5 is the score here in the third set. Montgomery will maintain the serve. Served again to Gately, and that lands in for a Blakely Montgomery ace. Beautifully placed by Montgomery there. Hard to pick up the flow as she'll be serving again here. Goes right back to Gately. She gets it up to Conrad, to Grubelski. Dug up by Cook. Montgomery sets middle to Walker. That's dug up by Maldonado, but goes over and out of bounds. The Stags are rolling here as there will be a Merrimack timeout. Don't go anywhere, folks, for your Stags are 10 points away from a clean sheet. Welcome back, folks. We are here at Leo D. Mahoney Arena, where your Fairfield Stags are up 15-5 against Merrimack. Blakely Montgomery will have to serve. That one's handled poorly by Gately, dug up by Wallace, put over by Shotwell. It's going to be a free ball, Fairfield, dug up by Kubali. Middle stack, and that is a beautiful kill for Svenja Rodenbush. On the free balls, Fairfield Stags, we've seen it once, we'll see it again. They run the middle stack, where Maya Walker goes out for a 31, and Svenja Rodenbush comes in for the middle kill, as they'll put the Stags up 16-5. Montgomery with the serve, and that will be an error on Montgomery as that one floats out of bounds. As we will have Sophia DeBonis coming in for Melise Wallace, and Marissa Kobelski coming in for Conrad. That one is dug up by Carey. One hand set by Montgomery. Maya Walker gets it over. It's dug up by Libero. The middle set dug up by Montgomery. Set opposite from Carey. There's a roll shot from Rodenbush. And it lands in no man's land as a bunch of Merrimack players hit the floor and they could not get it over. As we have Maldonado entering back into match. Rodenbush will have the serve here. Rodenbush with the serve. Handled by Gately. And that is another dump for Merrimack. That is probably their highest kill percentage. Is their setter there. They haven't really had much success going from either pins or the middle. But whenever she dumps that ball over, it finds hardwood. As Shotwell will be serving here. That one's dug up by Carey. Montgomery outside to Cook. Cook dumps it over. Kowalski hits it over on the second one. Dug up by Rodenbush. Goes back outside to Cook. Off the block. Handled by Shotwell. It's dug up. Hit from the outside off the block. Rodenbush digs it. Montgomery to Walker. Walker tips it. Dug up by the setter. It's going to be a bump set outside. Give me a tip shot. Noel Carey with the bump set. Let's see, Krabali rolls it over. Beautiful roll over by Krabali. Insane touch. That goes right over the net and lands right in front of Rivera. As Carlin Leach will enter for Natalie Carlin, and Maya Walker comes out. (18-7 is the score. Noel Carey with the float. That one's off net. Attack blocked by Weech, goes over. It's going to be another outside roll. Blocked by Weech again. It's going to be a middle attack from Shotwell in the back row, but that is an error as it goes off the net. Carlin Weech all over the net there. As there'll be another timeout for Merrimack to try and stop the bleeding. For it is 19-7. Welcome back, folks. We are here at Leo D. Mahoney Arena where the Fairfield Stags are up 19-7 to Merrimack. Libero Noel Carey will have to serve here for Fairfield. Carey with the float. Dug up by Shotwell. It's a set, middle set low. She has to tip it over. Bump set from Carey to Cook. Cook off the block. Dug up by Rodenbush. Give me a bump set from Montgomery. Back to Cook. Roll shot. Dug up by Weber. Give me an opposite attack. Gets over. Cook digs it up. It's going to be Krabali at the opposite. And that hits line on the opposite side. Really great play to stay with it. Well, Carey still with the serve. Down goes to Shotwell. Set outside to Weber. Weber blocked by Kubalik. That ball's put to Kubalis. And that is a kill for Kobelski. As we have Thurlow entering the front row now, the libero Maldonado. Kobelski will have the serve here. That one's sailing out, and it will go out. Point Fairfield there on the service error. Maldonado enters for Kobelski. We have Jana Schlageter going in for Blakely Montgomery. And Monica Vargo in. As Vargo serves, it's dug up. It's off the block. That's a middle set to Shotwell, and that'll be a back row kill for Shotwell there. As we have new hands for Merrimack, Lily Conrad is back in the game. Vargo has hands for Fairfield. Serve from Conrad. Dug up by Rodenbush. Set outside from Vargo to Cook. Beautiful tip again to Cook. She gets way up there. Everyone thinks she's going to spike it, but she gets a light tap right over the block, as she will now be serving here for the Stacks. 22-9 is the score. 3 points to go in the third set. That's dug up by Shotwell. Set outside to Weber. Weber off of Schlageter's fingertips. Now the Merrimack's point. Amanda Gately back in the game for Weber. And Natalie Marucci goes in for Ella Maldonado. Pass by Rodenbush, goes over, hit back over. Conrad now sets out opposite, and that ball is hit out of bounds by Melise Wallace. There's sort of confusion at the net, because we thought the player on Merrimack reached over to tip the ball, but there was no call by the R1, as Harlan Leach will be serving now for Fairfield. As there will be a coach's challenge by Ken Nichols of Merrimack. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back with that decision. As we are now back, we did get a verdict that call is overturned. It is point Merrimack, and Amanda Gately will be serving. Dug up by Rodenbush. Vargo middle set to Waich, and that one finds Hardwood off the net. As Maya Walker comes in the front row for Noel Perry. Harlan Waich with the serve, handled by Maldonado. Give me a roll shot from Shotwell, and that will find the back left corner. Really great placement there. As Kobelski will now enter for Maldonado, and Thurlow will come out of the game for Lauren Matatucci. Matucci with the serve. And Cook calls out, and it is out. It is match point for Fairfield. Montgomery comes in for Schlageter. Bali comes in for Vargo. Montgomery will have the game match point serve right here. Another serve handled by Gately. And that one is hit way out of bounds by Sophia DeBonis. Marissa Kowalski. The Stags take the game 3-0, 25-13, 25-13, and 25-12. Upcoming for your Fairfield Stags, they'll play Saturday, October 12th, 11 against Niagara. They are both tied for first in MAC play. And for Merrimack, they'll play Saturday, October 12th against another MAC opponent, Iona. Fairfield moves to 5-0 in conference play, 7-9 overall. Merrimack moves to 2-14 and 1-4 in conference play. Thank you, folks. Have a great rest of your day.